It is Thursday, Throwback Thursday. I don't really have any throwbacks today, but I did look up. It's National Beer Day, so it is a perfect opportunity for you to enjoy a happy hour at your local corner pub and or restaurant. Enjoy National Beer Day. I hope that you all are celebrating in proper style. I understand that it is also National Navy Day. So for any of you that are out there that are celebrating, that are part of the armed services within the naval branch, congratulations and happy Navy Day to you. Again, it's Cheldin Barlatt Rumer from This Is It TV. We broadcast to you live every morning at 9 a.m. right here from the WeWork Northern Liberties. I know that we've switched things up on you. I know that you are used to seeing beautiful Sydney Rachel's face. She's not here. I will bring in some additional photos of her to share with you. You know I will. But we are a little bit in transition. So we have moved here to WeWork. We are committed to building the show each and every day and making sure that all of the technology, all the stuff you don't see, is at top notch. And in order to do so, we need to be a little flexible. So we have moved locations in order to provide you with the best product possible. So we appreciate your patience, and I hope you join us here. WeWork is amazing. They have multiple locations nationally and internationally, and they've been an amazing partner thus far. So thank you so much for all of you that are tuning in. We are so happy to have you. Again, we give you your daily dose of lifestyle news as we celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit. I'm obsessed with what we are doing, and every show gets better and better and better. And I love to start each show with my morning message. But before I get into my morning message, I wanted to create a little PSA for you people. Okay, so I'm driving to studio today, or to WeWork today, and I'm driving, and I'm a little tardy to begin with, which is an issue in and of itself. I wanted to get an extra nap in, so I hit snooze one extra time, too many apparently. And so I decided to get like my morning cup of coffee, which I'm not gonna name exactly where I get that from yet, but I got my morning cup of coffee. And so I get into the drive-thru and I look at it and I'm like, it's a little longer than usual, hence why I'm running late. And if you are off, if anybody commutes by 15 minutes, your commute changes drastically, right? So if you are 15 minutes earlier, it's smooth sailing. If you're 15 minutes later, you can find yourself in gridlock. So the same thing happens at your local drive-thru. I get into the local drive-thru, I think this is gonna be easy, it's worth the stop, even though I'm late, and then it happens. It happens. The person that finds it necessary to order, I don't know, 6 dozen donuts through a drive-thru. Here's my thing. I love you, I'm committed to you, I live in a positive space, but if you are ordering multiple orders for many people in your office and or home and or church, I need you to park your car, I need you to get out of your car, I need you to go inside and place that order. The drive-thru is for people like Chelly. It's for small, light cream, light sugar, keep it going. Easy transaction, show me the app, keep it moving. That's what a drive-thru is for. If you have more than $20 in requests through the drive-thru, I suggest you get out of the car, walk into the space, and partake in your transaction. Cecile, I appreciate your morning breakfast party. I get it. I'm mad you didn't invite me, but I get it. But you needed to get out of the car and create that transaction, because now we're all late and now we're salty and now it's like 6:30 in the morning and you got a lot of attitude and you got people honking horns. We were all in a positive space, and then you see the boxes that don't even fit through the window. They don't fit through the window, they're going sideways. Now your glaze is a mess. See, if you walked in, it would have been nice and wonderful. So my suggestion to you as a PSA, this isn't my morning message, this is just Cheldin's PSA, is if you have a transaction more than $15 and more than 2 boxes, or maybe even more than 1 box, just park the car, walk into the establishment, place the order, create some banter, right? They're happy to see you, no one's inside, you can relax, you can sit, and then you take your box of Joe and all of your boxes out the door and everybody is happy. But that's what was happening this morning. It was anarchy. People in line were annoyed. The poor thing just needed to get a few more boxes of donuts. I get it, but that was the cause of the problem. So my suggestion to you, if you have a transaction over $15, that you just park and make your way in. They would be happy to see you. No one's in there. Just saying. Okay, before I start my morning message, I need a sip, because again, the coffee experience was rough. So I need to be able to get a sip in. That's all I get. Okay, so the morning message for today is really quite simple. I love it at WeWork. There's so many people, and they come early like me, crazy like me, and they're always working and so diligent. But anyway, needless to say. So My morning message is about your gifts. Again, apparently my gift was not patience this morning. Sorry. But one of your gifts, and your God-given gifts, or wherever you deem your gifts to come from. Me, I deem them to come from God, and everybody has them, right? Everybody has something that they're inherent to do, something that they are good at. One, I challenge you to find that thing and be honest with yourself as it relates to that thing. Don't be ashamed of that thing. I think that for a lot of years, I thought that what I needed to do or who I was could only be applied through being a marketer or owning an agency. That was very, very important to me. I didn't think me being a marketing person could be translated into anything aside from owning an agency. And then I flipped that switch. My gift, that I deem to be true, is my gift of communication. My gift to be able to tell a story and evoke some type of emotion from the way in which I deliver that information. That, at 39 years old, you know I'm blatant with my age, at 39 years old, is a reality for me. At 21, 22, it was a little undefined. So if you're out there a little undefined, that's okay, but I challenge you to find that gift. I challenge you to find that gift, understand it, know it, and not only know it, but live in it and challenge yourself to be better at it. I think that it's just like anything else, and I work with a lot of musicians, and they say that their voice needs to be trained. It's a muscle, right? That they need to work on a regular basis, and we'll talk to our special guest about that as well. But it's a muscle that they need to work on. My skills are the same. If I thought, and I did at 22, that I knew everything, which I didn't, sorry to everyone that hung out with me between 1999 and 2003, because that was an arrogant time in my life. But I thought that I knew everything. I thought that I had it all taken care of, and I would tell Cheldin at 22 to just settle in and learn. I truly believe I don't need to read anything. I don't need to go to any networking events. I got this, and people should pay me for all I got. But what I needed to do, and what I did from the moment that I really, it's National Beer Day, the moment that I sobered up, and I decided that I was gonna hone my skills. I was gonna get better at what I already had. I was gonna get better at who Cheldin was. Cheldin at 25, Cheldin at 26, 27, 28, all the way up to Cheldin at 39. It was really about me committing to that gift. And how was I going to communicate that gift? Was it going to be through a formal marketing agency? Was it going to be through seminars and teaching? Was it going to be through This Is It TV? Well, luckily I stumbled on this, and I'm obsessed. And it's working because I'm getting the emails from you and it's saying that it's working. I'm touching multiple people every day who say that either we inspired them, or they're gonna take that chance with their business, or they didn't know something that now they know. How powerful, how wonderful is that? And if I did not hone in that skill, if I was fighting my skill, if I was forcing myself to be the director of marketing for a company somewhere, if I was ignoring the fact that this was my gift, those emails wouldn't necessarily be coming. I'd be throwing a pretty good party, I'm not gonna lie. But the reaction wouldn't be the same. My ability to communicate with people is my gift. My ability to hopefully make all of you feel comfortable, all of you feel motivated, is what I was meant to do. I know that now. But it took me a long time. I was forcing myself to do things that I didn't really like to do. I wasn't feeling good about them. I could do them. There's a lot of things we all could physically do, right? We could work for various different types of people. We could, do physically or mentally a lot of different things. But what are you meant to do? What are you meant to do? What gifts do you have that you can translate or transfer into an occupation? That's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to focus on that. I'm asking you to really hone in and say, what am I good at? And with that goodness, what can I actually do to create a career based on that? It's hard. It's hard. I'm not really good at anything. All of that negative stuff, I'm kind of. One of those things I need you to stop saying, you're kind of something. Either it is or it isn't. You're not kind of anything, right? You're kind of good at this, I'm kind of good at that. You're good at it, but you want to get better. That's a clear conversation. That's a clear directive. But you being kind of anything isn't a positive statement, and it isn't clear as it relates to what it is that you're passionate about doing. Now, passion for the sake of passion is a dangerous thing. For me, I want you to have that aspiration with the knowledge of what you love to do. But the key with This Is It TV is to give you those action steps and introduce you to some amazing people and talk about what they're doing that has gotten them to where they are today. And I promise you, it's about honing on the skills in which they have really being able to communicate effectively that they are proud of themselves. And I know that that is not easy. I know. I'm not gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, I'm proud of myself every day, every moment. But that's why I ask you to tune in every day, because I truly am proud of you. Every day at 9 a.m., we're gonna be giving you motivation. We're gonna be giving you the tricks of the trade. We're gonna give you some expert advice as to how you're gonna reach your goals, how you're gonna scream your dream. We know that it is hard out there. We know that it is hard out there, offline, online, and everything in between. But what I'm asking you today, within today's morning message, is for you to figure out what it is that you're good at, and what it is that you love, and what it is that you wanna be better at. Because all of those things are gonna be necessary for you to reach your goal. Wherever you are today, you need to have that aspiration that you wanna be better at that particular position. If I was 22 and saying, I am the best that I'm ever going to be, which is scary, state of affairs, 1999 was just a scary time. But if I was satisfied, if I was, okay, I have this gift, but this is enough, none of this would be happening. The motivational emails that I get, the positive feedback that I get from the show, the hundreds of people that get to sit and talk to me about their dreams. None of that would be happening if I was in fact satisfied with where I currently was at 22. Now it's time for you to determine what it is that you're good at, where do you want to go, and what do you have to do to get better at that thing? And don't disregard the thing. You know, it's only this. I'm kind of good at that. All of it is enough. All of it. If you think you're funny, if you really make great cookies, if you have a knack for design, hone in on what those things are. Let us know what those things are, and maybe we can help you share those things with our This Is It TV community. So we're gonna continue talking about God-given gifts, or gifts that are given from a higher power, and what we're gonna do with those gifts. And then the steps it takes in order for you to be successful. Was the journey easy? Was the journey long? Or were you what you thought to be an overnight success? All of that we're gonna talk about today on This Is It TV with Cheldin Barlatt Rumer. We will be right back with my new best friend. We will be talking about all of some amazing things. He's so successful, and I can't wait to pick his brain about his journey and his God-given talents. We'll be back with more This Is It TV with Cheldin Barlatt Rumer. You just don't want to miss it. We'll see you in a few. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. It's Cheldin Barlatt Rumer from This Is It TV, IG Creative. Well, this is it. It's time for you to scream your dream. Through my agency, IG Creative, I've spent close to 2 decades working with small business owners and entrepreneurs, helping them find their marketing voice. Now, through our Scream Your Dream program, we can help you. Our Scream Your Dream program comes in an array of different packages. Whether you're looking for a one-on-one experience, whether you work better within groups, or independently online, we have something for you. We've created this program specifically for small business owners, entrepreneurs, and independent sales professionals. We want to help you find your marketing voice. For more information on Scream Your Dream, log on to screamyourdream.com. We're here to help. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to This Is It TV with Cheldin Barlatt Rumer. I get to meet so many wonderful people. And again, we talked about yesterday relationships and networking, and all of that kind of came together, and our friend Robert connected us, right? My handsome friend. So you have a very unique job.
Yes.
You have a unique job. Yes. Tell me what your job is.
So I'm an actor and a voice actor, and I think the voice acting is the unique.
Yes.
The unique job.
Right.
The acting is not very unique,
right.
but the voice acting is unique.
Right.
And in my career, I've gotten the opportunity to narrate commercials and documentaries and animation and audiobooks and so forth. So that's the unique side.
And I have to tell you, and you all can hear it, the voice is serious, right? The voice is serious, and the voice is very unique, right? And it's a distinct thing, and we talked about our gifts and just really being able to recognize those things. And so did you start your journey in traditional acting, and that's what you wanted to do?
Well, as a kid, I wanted to be a basketball player.
Obviously.
Right. So I had this dream, being the next Magic Johnson, or Tim Duncan or somebody. So I didn't have this arts-minded passion.
Yeah.
And the light switch went off for me in 10th grade.
10th grade.
Yep, my high school principal asked me to recite Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. Kid you not. Kid you not.
Really?
And I did it, and light switch went off.
And you felt that?
Oh, it was, matter of fact, it was so powerful that I went back to the basketball team and quit.
You're like, I'm done with you.
Right on spot.
I'm done with all
That's
you
it.
people. You keep dribbling. I got something to say.
Yeah. It was like, okay, my chances of being in the NBA are probably 90% less now, based on what I just did.
Right.
And so that really started my journey.
10th grade.
10th grade.
And people, it's funny, when I have conversations with people, they're like, did you feel it? Was this moment that you knew that this was what it is? And I can literally say, yes, there was this moment that I knew. And I think that that's an interesting thing, and the acknowledgement, especially that young, that I want to feel that again.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yes. Whatever it is that just happened, I don't even know what it's called, but I want to feel that again.
Yes, and it wasn't, and mind you, this was in front of like a packed crowd of like 800 people.
Wow.
So it wasn't the attention from the people. It was the effect that I could have on that stage. It wasn't about the people. It was the power I had up there on that stage to manipulate emotion.
Yes. No, but absolutely. And it's funny because I don't think people, and especially in this world of the digital space, I don't think people understand the power of communication in its simplest form. Yes. Your ability to tell a story, your ability to recite someone else's story in someone else's words, your ability to do that and what that does.
Absolutely.
And how that not only affects you and how you command that group, because those that are irresponsible with that power is where there's a problem. But if you embrace it, like you did in the 10th grade.
10th grade. And for me, and I didn't know anything about acting.
Right.
That was the thing. I wasn't an actor. I had no training. It was just that I knew I didn't want to recite the speech. I felt anybody could do that.
Right.
So I went on this mission of just really trying to learn Dr. King's mannerisms and speech patterns and so forth. So it was.
Can I get that on VHS? Somebody got it on VHS for me? Because I would love to say we will dig that out.
I got it on audio.
Okay, fair. Do you?
I do.
From the 10th grade version?
No, I did it later on as a recorded version, but it mirrors what I did. In fact, it's probably better.
We're gonna share
just,
that.
Just because of the experience, I later on went to record it.
Not just in February. We're gonna share it just in January. Okay, fair enough. So we're gonna be able to figure it out. So, but I think that I'm like this work. But I do think that it's the ability to recognize that you were moving people. And what that is, and you wanted to continue to do that.
Absolutely.
I think also what was really interesting, and even then in 10th grade, that you knew that there was work to be done. That it wasn't just about giving me this piece of paper and I'm going to stand up here and I'm just going to read it to you. There was work that needed to be done in order for you to really be responsible with those words.
Yeah, I was a serious kid.
Yeah.
I really was. I mean, I was the type of kid where, my mom and grandma would be like, Leonard, it's 1 o'clock. Go to bed.
Right.
And I'm like, I got work to do.
I got work to do.
I'll go to bed in a minute.
Yes.
I got some work to do.
Wow.
And it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
So I was a very serious kid in that regard. Yeah.
And I think that helps, right? I mean, you have this gift. Now you recognize your gift at this particular point. You also recognize that there's work to be done.
Right.
All that recognizing is cool, but you have to actually, in fact, do the work.
You have to do it.
You have to do it. Did you hear that?
Right. You have to do it.
You have to do it.
Right.
You have to get up and want to do it.
Absolutely.
And that was part of it as well. So at that point, you decided that acting, were you identifying with acting at that point, or you still kind of...
That was a turning point, except that I knew I needed training.
Yeah.
Because I knew you can't just go out here into the acting profession on raw talent.
Right.
But I had no money. We had no money.
Right.
So something unprecedented happened where I went to my principal.
Okay.
And I was like a great student, so I mean, I could go into his office and say, I said, listen, we have no money.
Yes.
There's a renowned acting school in town. I want to take acting classes. Is there any way anybody can help me?
Wow.
And he petitioned the Board of Education to pay for my classes, and that's Norman King. I give you all the credit, man, because
Mr. King. Right?
Yeah, I mean, he actually petitioned the Board of Education to pay for my classes, and that was really the beginning of my foray into acting. Once that fuse got lit, it was on.
But I think that even more so, I mean, I talk all the time about the power of the ask.
Yes.
Because you could have been the young man that just,
yeah.
we don't have any money, we don't have any money, we don't have any money, we don't
Right.
have any money.
Woe is me. Woe is me.
Right.
Woe is
I
me,
mean,
right.
the bravery
Right.
required to ask,
Right.
can you help me?
Right.
I don't have. And I think that a lot of people, and again, even in versions of that Cheldin at 22, I got it, don't
Right.
worry about me, but I needed help.
Yes.
And there was that lack of bravery in myself to say, I don't have it. I need help.
I need help.
You know what I mean? But your ability to recognize there are people out there that can help me. I don't have all of the answers. I don't have the resources. I don't have the funds.
Right.
But as a young man, you knew
Yes. That I needed help.
that Mr. King, I need help.
Mr. King help me.
Right.
You know, and to petition, think about this.
Right.
To petition the Board of Education.
Right.
You know, said a lot. You know, said a lot about what he thought about me. Said a lot about what the Board of Education thought about me. Because I mean, imagine if they had, I don't know, 1,000 kids asking for money. So they're going to make the exception.
Well, now they do, Mr. King. And you started a situation.
Already started something.
Right, exactly. 20 years of asking. Right.
And now they've got, you know, now they got this one kid who's asking to, you know, get a favor.
Yes.
Essentially. So that's.
But with that willingness to live up on that favor, and I think that that's important, and I think that that also shows to your character. It wasn't a situation where you were looking for a handout of any kind. It was I have put in the work.
Right.
I have been a respectable contributor
Exactly.
to you and respectful of you. Now I am asking you for help.
Because I was the kid that they went to for everything.
Yeah.
You know, to do this or do that or represent the community in this regard or do something. So it was just my one moment of saying, I need help.
I need help.
Can you give me one back in this case?
Right, please.
That's all it was.
And then Mr. King figured that out. And I love that. I love that story. Love that story.
Yeah.
So was that a continuous thing? So now you took the classes.
Took the classes.
And you enjoyed them, or were they scary?
No, I was pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
I was pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt right at home.
Yeah.
And these were film and commercial classes.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
you know, really learning to work in front of the camera, getting
Yes.
comfortable with the camera.
Yeah.
And then I really started working in community theater from there.
Oh,
So then there was now this community theater in town
Right.
was, even though community theater, it was more
Yeah.
of a professional theater.
Wow.
Because the type of work they did was big time.
Yes.
So when they started casting me at like 16 and 17, and I was taking roles from the adults.
Right.
At that age.
Mad at you.
You know, so I'm like,
people coming after Mr. King, being like, "Who is this kid? What have you done?" Right?
So yeah, I mean, so in that sense, I felt like
Yeah.
I found my calling. I found my calling.
Wow.
Now, but here's the thing I had to deal with.
Yeah.
And I mean, I love what you said in your morning message.
Yeah.
Just about going forward.
Yeah.
Pressing forward. Because one of the things I tell my kids
Yes.
is, I believe, my motto in life is, find what you're good at to make a living.
To make a living, yes.
Find what you love to be alive. I'm gonna repeat that.
Right.
Find what you're good at to make a living.
Yeah.
Find what you love to be alive.
To be alive.
And
To be alive.
to be alive. And if you're fortunate,
Yes.
maybe you can
Yeah.
make a living doing what you love.
What you love.
But if you can't,
Right.
at least find out what you're good at.
Yes.
So you can make a living.
Right.
But keep that passion
Yes.
alive so that you can remain alive.
Right.
Because how many people hate doing what they do on a daily basis, right?
All day. You
So-
spend the majority of the day doing it.
Yeah.
The
And
majority of the day.
majority of the day doing it. Because your work day, whether it's 8 or 10 hours, is a third of your day.
Yes.
So a third of your day, you are unhappy, basically. That's when you look at
It's a
it.
sin. I mean, and it's true.
And it's true.
So I think that I love that. Be alive, and that's different than living.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Be alive, just as opposed to just going through the
Just going through
motions
the
and
motions,
breathing
right.
and walking. I hear you, I see you.
Right.
But I think that for you, it was, okay, so you were able to determine at a young age that this is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
You were finding success locally, you know, within this community theater, and it was great. You were beating out some adults for some roles.
Yeah.
And so how do you transfer that into an adulthood kind of scenario?
Yeah.
I mean, did you do the traditional path of collegiate, you know what I mean, study, or did you kind of negate that?
Well, it's interesting because I really had, I mean, being an exceptional student, I graduated number 2 in my class. So that really meant I could have gone in a lot of different paths from an
Yes.
education standpoint, but I was, dogged about
Yes.
pursuing the arts. And so I had this free ride to any school in the state of New Jersey.
Wow.
That I wanted to attend.
Right.
But I chose Fordham University in New York City.
Right,
you know,
because you're
and-
making life difficult.
Yeah,
Right.
When you're young.
Right. You're my people.
When you're young and arrogant. And so the thought was, well, no, I don't want to be here in New Jersey. I'm an actor. I need to be in New York City. I need to be where the big dogs are. And you know, people like Dylan McDermott and Denzel Washington went to Fordham, and so I'm like, I want to go where the big dogs, you know, walking their paths. And I would say day 2 or day 3, as a freshman, I got hired on an acting tour. So I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, oh. Arrogance, right? You talk about that arrogance. So, and I've always been a fairly humble person, but even listening to your morning message, I realized, I had a little bit of arrogance at that time.
I was a kind kid, but there was a little bit of, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't out of my mind, but I was, you know what I mean? But I was like, I got this, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I have all the answers today.
There was kind of like a diplomatic arrogance that I had, you know? And so I convinced myself, well, wait a minute, at Fordham University, I'm here day 2 and I'm getting a job. Wow. And look at these students, they're going to class and I'm working.
Silly.
And then, and then not long after that, I ended up getting a record deal.
What?
So I mean, in college, I actually got like my first record deal, and I'm like, wait a minute.
What's this? Why I'm here? What's going on?
I'm paying all this money. So wait a minute. I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the thing. So you know. And so interestingly enough, my college life was short-lived because of the professional opportunities.
Right.
Now,
and you wanted to seize them.
And I wanted to seize them.
Right.
On the bright side, it was also the earliest confirmation that I could do this thing.
Yes.
So, you know, the blessing was, it was confirmed.
And you need that. And again, you know, people say traditional paths, and I don't necessarily agree with all of those traditional paths. I just feel like, especially now, you know, when we were younger, I mean, I think it was slightly different. I mean, people were more hell-bent on you going, you know, the traditional route, and there was probably naysayers, and what are you doing, and I can't believe you're giving up this path. But I think that with the amount of resource that you have now, I think it's trade-based. I think it's about getting a trade, going back to this given talent. I don't care if you go to a traditional 4-year college, you get a ton of additional initials behind your name. If you possess a trade, and you can be successful at that trade, you're good at it, and you like it, love it, please, and live. Love it and live. And then, you know, if you can do that, why? You don't necessarily need to go through the motions. You know what I mean? Just for the sake of going through the motions.
Exactly. And I agree with that. And yet, I mean, I tell students that I teach and students I mentor, you know, my path may not be your path. You know, and you know, I can't give you this blueprint that says, okay, this is the way you do it from A, B, C to D. You know, that was my path. You know, and yet, you know, what's interesting in getting that deal and that job and really going on to work, because I spent probably my late teens, early 20s more involved in music. You know, and then somewhat on the acting side, but more so on the music side. And an engineer that I was working with, and I'm going to call him out, Andrew Manzano.
Andrew, how are we?
He has no idea what he's done for my career.
Really?
Because he told me in a studio session, he said, Leonard, you've got great pipes, man. He said, I'm telling you, consider voiceover work.
Really?
And I said, man, are you serious? I'm a singer, man. I'm an actor. What do you mean voiceover work? Nah, man. Look, this is what, you know.
So, don't get me distracted. Andrew. Why are you distracting me?
And that's how
you know
I felt. You know? I'm like, I'm on my high horse. I'm like, man, are you serious? And so, he was very, very clever. He actually offered me free studio time.
Wow, because he believed in it.
He did. You know, in exchange, though, for me to do a voiceover spot for another artist. And so, okay, free studio time.
Right.
And then within a month of that, I did like my first voiceover job. And it was for the R&B artist Alfonso Hunter at the time. I had a single with the rapper Fabulous. So it was a big, you know, regional spot. So I did the voiceover for that. And I said, wait a minute, you might be onto something.
You might be onto
something.
I'm gonna sit in my pajamas and you know what I mean, talking to a microphone.
Exactly.
I got dressed.
I got dressed. So wait a minute. And here's what's laughable, and I often tell this story in my workshops. I had been doing the morning announcements. In high school.
My people.
Every day.
Good morning,
for 4 years of high school. So I'd already been doing voiceover. Just not realizing.
But you just don't know.
Just don't know.
How's everybody doing? It's pizza for lunch today.
Yeah.
We have fish sticks. You didn't realize. that was your calling. You didn't realize that when you were saying that we have Neapolitan ice cream with the wooden spoons. Remember those?
Right.
Taking it out.
And I'm doing this every day.
Right.
You know, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of paper.
Right.
You know, every morning. And I've been doing that for almost 4 years of high school.
Wow.
So I'd already been doing it.
Right.
So it's laughable, and I'm saying
it is laughable.
You're distracting me. You're distracting me. You're distracting me. But I'd already been doing it.
You'd already been doing it.
And man, oh man, if he had not advised me to even think about it.
And I think that this is a unique thing. So when you're voice acting, right? So when you're voice acting, you're literally in a booth doing such and communicating.
Absolutely.
Okay. So and people don't know. I mean, they don't know how these cartoons come to be, or these books come to be, or whether it be
commercials,
or commercials come to be.
Because I think most people just think, oh, that's easy. I can just say some words.
Right.
And it's not just saying some words.
No.
It's being able to take your voice and emote using your voice. And to make a connection.
Absolutely.
Using, your voice,
to evoke some type of emotion or experience from the moment you begin speaking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If I want to say, for instance, the day is cloudy.
Yes.
I mean, if that's the line, the day is cloudy, I can make that line.
Right.
Sound. If I want to make it right, the day is cloudy.
Right.
If I want to make it a little haunting, the day is cloudy.
Oh.
So I can.
Did you hear that? My boys were like, the day apparently is cloudy. You sold that. Right. They're like, is it raining? Right. But it's the truth. I think that's the thing.
Absolutely.
Because people don't understand the power of that, and I think that maybe, again, you might be Cheldin, that's a bad example, but I remember The Princess Bride, the movie The Princess Bride. And so I'm like, he's talking, but he's not involved in the movie. He's the child, Fred Savage at the time. He was talking about it. And the grandfather was talking and telling the story, and I was like, this is cool. This is a thing. You know what I mean? I was like, is he acting at this time, or where is he sitting while he's reading this? Like, I was very, overstimulated on how it was all kind of going on. And you partake in those types of things.
Exactly. Right. And that's, it's relatively an anonymous career. Except, it hasn't been so anonymous for me. But it is relatively an anonymous career. So for those that are camera shy or stage shy, you can, if you know how to use your voice and make it artful and it's really also about, again, connecting. So if you can do those things, you can get up, as you literally said, in your pajamas.
In your pajamas. And be able to tell that story. And I loved what you said. It's not necessarily what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. It's how you're saying it. And I think that goes for even all of you who are out there who are not interested in being voice actors. The art of persuasion and the art of being able to communicate your message in a way that people will actually move. We talk about that within our Scream Your Dream scenario. You don't realize, and people will say that to you in your argument. It's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. But it's the truth.
But it's the truth.
It's the truth. It's how you deliver that information.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I love what you just said. It's a communication art form as well.
Yeah, for sure.
It's about knowing how to use words, knowing how to connect, knowing how to take syllables and consonants and
inflection and
pitch and tone. So all those things actually.
You're like one of my favorite people. You are. He's my people. He's my people. So we have some exciting things happening now.
Yes.
So the journey is long. You know what I mean? You are no longer in the 10th grade.
No.
You're no longer in the 10th grade. So now we are here, and we have gone. Books and narration. For a number of different things. What are we up to now?
So the biggest thing for me most recently was the fulfillment of my dream job as a voice actor. So now I'm one of the new voices of NFL films.
I love that. I'm in New Jersey.
Exactly.
Who thought? And I was like, it's where?
It's right there.
They're like, it's in New Jersey. I'm like, NFL Films is where? Like apparently on 70 or something. Like, where, you know what I mean? Like in New Jersey somewhere. I'm like, okay.
And they have this megaplex. It's 200,000.
Facility's gorgeous, right?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Oh, wonderful.
It's unbelievable. And that was, once I knew I wanted to be a voice actor, that was my dream job.
Really?
I said, okay, if there's a dream job for me, I want to narrate for NFL Films. And so just happened.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I just posted the first gig I did for him
really?
On my Facebook page. So it's exciting for me. I mean, that's one of the few exciting things. I've been the voice of Boomtown Casino in Louisiana for a couple of years.
Really?
Yeah, won an Addy Award in 2012 for my for my voice work with him. I'm now one of the new voices of JARS, which is an internationally renowned Bible translation company.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
I narrated the first landmark film on Richard Allen.
Really?
Yeah, called Apostle of Freedom.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Jeez, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And again, who would have thought? I mean, it's a wonderful thing. You knew the gift in the 10th grade. You were able to hone in and be focused because again, you can be distracted, Andrew. We can be distracted, right? We can be distracted
and it's easy too.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it's easy to get off course.
Yeah.
But I think for me, and I think that's for me my central message when I'm talking to kids at schools or conducting master classes. It's always how focused can you be? You know, I love it when I go to school, Cheldin, and I ask the kids, you know, how many of you are interested in the performing arts in some regards? Dancing, writing, singing. Yeah. So all the hands go up, right? So all the hands go up. Then I say, okay, how many of you are prepared to be like broke for 10 years?
Truth.
And then
nobody wants to be broke. Everybody wants instant gratification.
But that's the process.
That's the process.
And during that process of being broke, no matter what profession you're in, whether if you're starting a new, you know, cafe.
Yeah, right.
I mean, there's some growing pains. If you're starting a new print shop, there's some growing pains. And so, during that period of those growing pains, how focused can you be?
How focused can you be?
Can you see the bigger picture? Yeah. Thankfully, Cheldin, I was always a big picture person.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I was staying up till 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning when my mom and grandma were saying go to bed. Because I can see the big picture.
You can see the big picture. And I think the majority of people, you know, when their stomach starts growling, they can't hear their dreams because their stomach kind of meets that out. You know what I mean? Maybe I should be doing something else. Maybe this isn't going to work. Maybe I should be going somewhere else. But the time that you put in and the dedication that you have is so important. And being focused, you know, not necessarily, you know, negating or blocking out additional opportunities. And thank gosh for Andrew and thank God, you know what I mean, to be able to bring those things to the table. But I think being focused and I think being able to pivot, you know, I'm gonna have this music thing going on. I'm able to do this acting. But being kind of fluid.
Yes.
You know, and there's a balance between being fluid and dedicated at the same time.
Because you can also be, I mean, there's that old saying, jack of all trades, master of none. So sometimes when you have so many things you can do, you can be like all over the place.
Right.
And you know, I'm thankful for Rob Williams, my manager. It's one of the things that you know, we communicate all the time. So one of the things that we can, you know, he can say to me is like, okay, musically, you better think about this.
Yes.
I do need to think about that. Okay, let me get back on it.
I have a Rob too. Her name is Tracy, and Tracy, we had a long dinner last night, and she was like, I don't think that's a good idea. I was like, you know, but again, I think it's that perspective because sometimes we can't, and I think that the analogy is you can't see the forest through the trees, and when your head is down and you're working on your craft and you know what I mean, sometimes you need that perspective that you can trust to say, okay, you know, lift your head up and kind of figure, you know, figure some things out.
Absolutely. I mean, like I released a new CD back in April. Yeah. And so, you know, I had these ideas of doing a little tour in support of it, and I'm going, you know, and even Rob we were talking about it, and I'm going, but when I'm going to find the time? Right. I'm already like booked insanely. I mean, my schedule's insane. Yes. Where are you going to tour? And
right, exactly. There's only 24 hours in the day.
24 hours in a day. So
that hasn't changed.
Yeah. And yes, that is a goal at some point, but you have to, you know, you have to have the right perspective about it, and when the timing is right and so forth. So, and I think again back to that big picture. Can I see the big picture? Yeah. You know, the album's going to be there. That's the great thing about music. It's there in perpetuity. It's there, and so it's not going anywhere. The music's there, and when it's time to get back to that and do what I need to do in that regard, I'll do that.
Oh, I love this. I love this, and I love you, and your energy is so blessed. I love him. So if people, I am obsessed with you now, as you know. So I'm going to continue to follow, fan, and like everything that he has going on. If you out there want to do the same, where would people find information?
Yes, the first and foremost place would be my website, LeonardDozier.com. Okay. And then social media, I'm all over social media, as people tell me.
So, yes, you are. All right, well, I need you all to follow, fan, and like him. He is wonderful. He is wonderful. We will find Andrew and thank him personally. Yeah. Maybe we'll have him on next time. And we'll be able to figure out, Andrew and Mr. King, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. It takes a village. It does take a village to be able to make it make sense. I'm so happy that he was able to join me today on This Is It TV. We're going to take a quick break and I'll come back with my closing message. Oh my gosh, such a blessing. Thank you. Oh, you're so good. Hello everyone, it's Cheldin Barlatt Rumer from This Is It TV, IG Creative. Well, this is it. It's time for you to scream your dream. Through my agency, IG Creative, I've spent close to 2 decades working with small business owners and entrepreneurs, helping them find their marketing voice. Now, through our Scream Your Dream program, we can help you. Our Scream Your Dream program comes in an array of different packages. Whether you're looking for a one-on-one experience, whether you work better within groups, or independently online, we have something for you. We've created this program specifically for small business owners, entrepreneurs, and independent sales professionals. We want to help you find your marketing voice. For more information on Scream Your Dream, log on to screamyourdream.com. We're here to help. Hello, everyone. I had so much fun. I ran off with my buddy. We were talking. I love meeting new people. This is what it's about. This is what This Is It TV is about. We are here to provide you with your daily dose of lifestyle news as we celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit. Here at WeWork Northern Liberties in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, we are so excited that you join us each and every morning. We were talking about our gifts and what that means to have a gift, to understand our gift, to know our gift, and be willing to share that gift with as many people as possible. But not only to have that gift, but to be able to work on it. Be committed to being better every single day, and understand that that is work. And that the journey may be long, and that there might not be instant gratification, but it will be worth it because you are doing what you love, and you are living in that. And I think that that is so amazing. I think that if you look back on your life, even if you're slightly confused or in a pivoted space, there will be indicators. Whether it's from 10th grade or whether it's from somebody you met along the way, that really proved that what you were doing was important, that was going to make a difference, not only for you, but the lives of people within your life. I am excited to bring you this show each and every day. It is an honor to be on your tablet, on your cell phone, on your laptops, whenever it is that you need a little piece of inspiration. If you are looking for more information on This Is It TV, don't forget to follow, fan, and like us at This Is It TV. You could always email me. I will make sure to respond back to you. I've been a little tardy. I apologize, I've been a little busy. But I'll be sure to get back to you for sure. You can follow, fan, and like me at Cheldin Barlatt. We come to you live every day at 9 a.m. Eastern. We will be back tomorrow with our Friday program. I suggest you join us. Make sure to follow, fan, and like us. We are here for you. Thank you for being there for me. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you.